It's Acquaah from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Acquaah Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have George Acquaah. We'll be discussing his fantastic book, Made in Africa, Made It in America, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And I will say, George was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by some of the best movers in the business, Stellar Literary Press and Media. So if you have a book that you'd like moved, move it to Stellar Literary. You can find them at stellarliterary.com. And guys, listen, it is an absolute pleasure and really such an honor to have George here on the line with us today, because George has really built up quite the resume for himself. In today's book, we're going to be focusing on Made in Africa, Made It in America. And in this book, guys, not only is it a fantastic journey that we're going to be embarking upon, let's just put it out there, George is going to win Husband of the Year with this book. I mean, we've already discussed on the pre-screening call, this book follows his wife through her journey to America and really what she had to go through to accomplish her goals. So without further ado, let's jump right in. George, Made in Africa, Made It in America. Tell us about your book.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this book chronicles the life of a woman that I'm privileged to call my wife, Teresa. And she also comes from Ghana. Mm-hmm. And while growing up, she had the experience of seeing people in her community who were underprivileged. Of course, I mean, Teresa's father used to be the assistant to the Prime Minister of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. So you know that, I mean, she came from a big and a solid family.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, she didn't know her mother. Her father. And her father passed away when she was only 3 years old. So the raising of Teresa fell to the mother as well as the grandmother. And the grandmother was determined to, she had no education, but she was determined to raise her granddaughter to become somebody who was well educated. But in the meantime, she wanted her to be grounded before she left home. And so I call her experience at home grandmother's school of hard knocks. That is where Teresa learned all the challenging things. I mean, back in Ghana, children have chores. So you wake up in the morning, you know that you have to sweep, you have to fetch water, you have to do X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And then Teresa did more of that because, I mean, she had to do all those, sometimes even go to the backyard to do the gardening, go to grandma's mom and pop front store to open it up before she dashed to school. So before she left grandma's school, she knew a lot about street life, the hard street life. She learned how to cook. She learned how to be respectful to adults and everything. But then, so again, I mean, when she went to high school, she had a strong foundation. Then from high school, she went to college. So in high school, of course, going to college, she had to pick what kind of profession she would like to dwell on. And based upon her experiences with women in her community who were not as privileged as she, sometimes, I mean, they die in childbirth and all those complications. So she wanted to be a doctor so that someday she could come back home and help her people. Our path to success has been quite challenging, but we have persevered. And that is why I just want folks to learn from this kind of wonderful story.
It's Acquaah from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Acquaah Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.